On Sunday, the 1st of August, 150 people gathered at the Plough Eastbury in support of Time2Talk West Berkshire to take part in their Fun Team Orienteering Competition. Local pop star Will Young, an advocate of mental health charities and who has also suffered from his own mental health, attended the event. It's all about mental health, isn't it?
Yes, it's all about mental health for young people between the age of 11 to 25. I've spent time in this pub as a young person, but I think it's really important to support charities who are allowing young people to express themselves, and that wasn't around in my day, so I got asked if I could come down to say a few words. I thought, why not? I only live up the road.
And it's great to see you here as well. I mean, obviously, social media these days sort of really plays a big part in young people's lives. And you understand those kind of pressures, don't you?
Well, I can understand how social media can become a place that can be damaging to young people's well-being. I mean, I don't engage in it in the same way. And I think for adults, you can't discount the way that young people do engage with social media, because it's different for people. I'm 42. It's different for me, but for young people it really is part of their lives. So we just have to make sure that one-on-one connection, talking is essential, so young people know that they have support. Yeah, and just be mindful that it can go one of two ways, social media. It's not all bad.
And it's good to support a local charity, isn't it, that is working with, especially after the pandemic, because young people are not used to being locked away, and they've been locked away for months on end, haven't they?
Well, yeah, and also for Time to Talk, they're in a time which normally numbers would be going down summer holidays. They're actually seeing a lot of referrals to them, so it's an essential service that they're providing for young people, and where other people aren't. If they weren't doing it, no one would. It's just another brilliant example of communities coming together and seeing gaps and doing something about it.
In the summer, usually the charity sees 10 clients a week. Now they are seeing numbers rise to 27. There are 150 young people on their books and 100 on the waiting list.
When young people come to us, the good thing, once we get to the end of our waiting list, is that they've got someone who can sit with them, listen to what they've got to say in a really, really non-judgmental way. And we hope that will, go on to enable them to live full, empowered lives. The more young people we can encourage to come forward, then although our waiting list might grow, that does help us with our fundraising in many respects. It seems a bit, strange, doesn't it, actually, by having these huge waiting lists, it is a problem, but equally it enables us to express the need, because there is a need, and there's still loads and loads of young people out there who are not stepping forward, and I think that's something we're quite sad about, and if we can do events like this to raise our profile and get the message out there, then hopefully they won't be sitting alone and they may step forward and come and speak to someone.
Do you think that there has been a real knock-on effect psychologically because of the pandemic?
I think so. I think young people in Newbury, especially in West Berkshire, have limited opportunities within youth provision anyway. So obviously with the pandemic, being indoors, not having the contact with their friends, not having the school as a source of resource, they found it really hard, yeah. And anxiety now about coming back to normality. I think, young people, once they realise that they have the skills and the ability to get through the challenges that they're facing, is for them to talk, really. So the most rewarding thing for me is to see that actually they have got support, and they have got support in their community and with their friends, and having that opportunity to realise that everybody's in the same boat.
Today, obviously you're hoping to raise awareness, aren't you, about, what Time2Talk does in West Berkshire, but also, you're raising funds through orienteering today.
Yes, today is a fun family event, so adults, children, dogs, whatever can come along. It's outside of the fresh air, but also it's orienteering, map reading, but a treasure hunt. And all of that helps to raise funds, because all charities, not just ours, but obviously I want ours to do as well as it can, we need to raise raise money these days. All the cutbacks, nationally and so on, some of which have been necessary, mean that charities are not getting the monies that they might have done. So you've really got to invest in your fundraising.
Everyone who took part in Time to Talk's orienteering event on Sunday made it back to the Plough safely, and they raised £2,000 for the youth counselling service in West Berkshire. I'm Ali Monjack, and this is a For the Now media production.